When politics happen to blockchains, hard forks can instigate new projects. Bitcoin Cash was created by a group of developers, investors, entrepreneurs and miners who were unsatisfied with Bitcoin's development plans. Created in August 2017, Bitcoin Cash is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that focuses on increased scalability and low transaction fees. The project is also referred to as Bitcoin ABC, Adjustable Block Size Cap. In 2017, Bitcoin was suffering from long transaction confirmation times and growing transaction fees, detracting from its initial premise of being near-instant payments with very low fees. Before the creation of Bitcoin Cash, there was a strong debate in the Bitcoin community about the implications of increasing the block size limit. Since Bitcoin is decentralized, proposed changes to the protocol require widespread agreement. Therefore, all network nodes need to reach consensus when making changes and updates to the Bitcoin software. Bitcoin Cash was presented as a more scalable cryptocurrency, with reduced transaction fees and confirmation times. The BCH community argues that the project is more in line with Satoshi Nakamoto's proposal of a peer-to-peer electronic currency. Mainly because the altcoin offers a faster and cheaper payment system that might be more suitable than Bitcoin for daily use. Shortly after the Bitcoin Cash fork, the original Bitcoin blockchain went through a long-awaited soft fork upgrade to implement a technology known as SegWit. Such an upgrade was created in 2015 by Bitcoin developer Peter Weil. It was implemented on the Bitcoin network to address network congestion and other scalability issues. Bitcoin Cash was directly forked from the original Bitcoin source code, so there are many similarities. Both networks run a proof-of-work consensus mechanism and are open for anyone to join and contribute. Also, any address that had Bitcoin prior to the fork received an equal amount of BCH after the fork. Similar to Bitcoin, BCH also has a target block time of 10 minutes and a max supply of 21 million coins. The emission rate of BCH halves every 210,000 blocks roughly every 4 years. Unlike Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash has an increased block size limit, which allows for more transactions to be included in each block. The block size limit was initially raised from 1 MB to 8 MB and then raised again in 2018 to 32 MB. Both Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash adjust their mining difficulty through the so-called difficulty adjustment algorithm. However, Bitcoin adjusts the difficulty every 2016 blocks, while the mining difficulty of Bitcoin Cash is adjusted after each block. In the past, Bitcoin Cash also implemented an emergency difficulty adjustment algorithm to decrease the mining difficulty and incentivize miners to join the network. However, the algorithm was later removed due to instabilities. The EDA implementation is one of the reasons why the Bitcoin Cash blockchain is thousands of blocks ahead of Bitcoin. In 2019, Bitcoin Cash implemented a technology called Schnorr signatures, an alternative algorithm that changes the way digital signatures are used. The Bitcoin Cash community defends that BCH is designed to be used as money. You can use it to quickly send and receive money to and from anyone with a BCH wallet, both individuals and businesses. With fast transaction times and low fees, BCH can be more suitable for daily use than Bitcoin, especially when making small payments. While there are stores and merchants that accept Bitcoin Cash payments, it doesn't seem to be a widespread practice yet. We recommend using Ledger to store your Bitcoin Cash, link in description. There are hundreds of other crypto wallets that support BCH, such as hardware wallets Ledger and Trezor. It's important to keep in mind that Bitcoin and BCH run on distinct blockchain networks. You can't send Bitcoin to a Bitcoin Cash wallet address and vice versa.
If you found this article useful, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also visit our website, where you find great educational contents about cryptocurrency. As a member of our Cryptocurrency Academy, you'll have access to exclusive resources and tools to help you stay informed and make better trading decisions. Additionally, discover and join our Discord. Our Discord server will provide a supportive network of like-minded individuals who can provide guidance, advice, and encouragement.